She Cries, another classic B-side. Let's take a listen. Alright, so we're starting off in D. It's technically D Mixolydian in that we have a C natural instead of a C sharp. So it's D major with the 7th note lowered half a step. And we start off with a D sus2 chord. And then we have an alternating pattern of notes that the notes are the same. It's just the last two switch places. So we go... So A, B, C, D, E. And the second time, A, B, C, E, D. So this is played on a bass. You can hear it's kind of, it's slid up the whole time. So on the guitar, we'll just do a D sus2 kind of a down up, and then you can pick it. Slide it however you want, but that's what's happening in the beginning, and that alternates. I think it is at 4 times, so a total of 8. That happened. Now that whole sequence is repeated 8 times, 4 times. In that we've got the alternating pattern of notes sliding up either to the D or to the E. Real simple. Okay, so let's scoot back a little bit and get ready for the verse. But right there at the end, there's a B minor chord. Take a listen. Listen right here. Right. One more time. All right, here's our verse. Okay, so we're basically in E minor here, and we've got an E minor chord to a D or D sus2. Either one will work. D, D sus2, either one will work. A minor. Actually, the first chord's an E minor 7. Sorry, E minor 7. My bad. E minor 7, D or D sus2, you choose. A minor to an E minor. And on the E minor, he goes, so you just lift your fingers off. All right, so you're kind of making it a D over E there, but, and then an F to a C, back to A minor, and then we end on a cool chord of B7. It's a couple of songs that he likes to do the end of the verse on a B7. Let It Rain. If you haven't watched that video, you should go check it out. It's one of the first ones I did. I love that song. It's an unreleased track, I think, from 15 minutes. And then I think, I think there's another song that has a B7 ending in the verse. I can't remember. But that's really it. Sorry, that's E minor 7 to start. So. That B7 could go, you can play it a couple of different ways. Just listen to it, get the rhythm. I'm not exactly sure what he does there. I'd have to listen to it again, but if you listen to it, you'll figure it out. And that repeats twice, and then that takes us into a chorus. Okay, so the chorus is very keyboard heavy, and there's just kind of chord stabbing going on in the background. It's not a lot of yeah, there maybe is some rhythmic stuff on the chords happening, but it's pretty subtle. So what I'm doing here is basically playing it with the same rhythm as the verse, which is what you'd want to do if you were covering this song in a group or solo or something. So the chords, they're on the screen, of course. You have a C. Now you could play, oops, the next chord is a G here. So, or I like it here though. I like the G right there, right? So that's the C shape with your pinky on the 10th fret. That's your G note, right? So you're barring the entire 7th fret. Well, you're not hitting the top one there. You're muting that with the tip of your index finger. So, whoops. Back to C, to E minor, to B flat, A minor, to F, when that's against the C shape F, or you can go here, and then end on a D sus2. So the chorus starts in, yeah, I guess I would probably either call that C or G, it doesn't really matter, and then it kind of transitions to F with that B flat chord there, right? B flat, A, F, F, ending on a D sus. So we kind of have a little bit of a movement there. So probably C to start to move to F. A key change from C to F makes more sense to me than a key change from G to F. But either way, it doesn't make any difference. That's what's happening. So that's really simple, guys. That's the whole song, okay? The whole song. And then there's a solo. So let's, actually, before we do that, let's just listen to what happens after the chorus. There's a little sort of, I guess you could call it a quasi-bridge kind of thing, but it's just the intro chords. Listen. You hear? Right, same thing. And then just repeats, but the second verse is curtailed. Listen, only one time. Okay, so you hear the second chorus only goes through the progression one time, and then we have a solo over the chorus chords, all right? The solo to me sounds like it's played on a keyboard with one of those little pitch shift type deals, and I'm gonna show you how to do the solo here, so let me find that. Okay, again, not going to get it exact because you don't have that little pitch shift mechanism. I guess I could take the whammy and maybe do some pulling on it, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So we've established this is played over the chorus chords. It's pretty simple. It's pretty much straightforward diatonic to E minor or G major, whatever way you want to look at it. It's E minor. So it starts off with that little intro bit right here with the keyboards. Let's play that. Right there. To me, the best I can do for that is, so you pull off, hammer back, pull off again, and then hammer back to the G. like that. And then to the B, down to the C. And then up here to the F sharp, D and G notes. So to E, back to D. And then up here, so to a B, to a D. I think that's played over the E minor. A, G. Back to the A. So that little part, so after the, you get so you're just going down. So that's the squirrely note right there. That E is a bit weird. Oops. Because on that note on the recording, that's when they do that little pitch shifter thing. So just like a kind of a, yeah, like maybe a little bit more than a half step bend. And then end on that G. Tabs on the screen. And then over the B flat chord, you have this little nice rundown. So G, A, F, G, E, F, D, E, C, octave, C twice, right? And then slide up into the E note. Whoops. And then a C, up to a D, and then to wrap it up. There we go. All right, and there's a little bit more that happens before the when the vocal comes back in, but I figured that's probably enough, right? And then after the solo, it just plays the chorus and then wraps up nicely on a D chord. Let's listen to that. It's intro chords or intro notes, chord notes. Real simple. Ends on D sus2. So that's She Cries. Hope you liked it.